All right, y'all. Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's Michael Israel. As you could tell by the title of the video, um, I'm gonna be addressing some drama that has been going on in the so-called Hebrew Israelite community, and you'll see why. Because normally I don't waste time even worrying about what goes on out there. But I am gonna be addressing uh, some dramas being I just got when it's playing out publicly, across social media, of course, um, in uh, in a certain section of the Hebrew Israelite community. And what I'm gonna do, I'm not, because the purpose of this is not adding to the drama or anything like that. Is the purpose is edifying so people can learn and not waste their time. And I think it's a good kind of teaching point so that people can kind of um, get understanding on what fruit they need to be paying attention to. Um So I'm gonna leave names and specifics out, but basically there is an assembly out there in the so-called Hebrew Israelite community, and I call it the so-called Hebrew Israelite community because since coming in the Straitway, I see literally like what Kabir was saying, how light years behind a lot all these assemblies are, all the ones I've seen. But anyway, there is an assembly out there, and without going into a whole bunch of detail what all's going on with it, there is allegations and evidence and fruit of the following of drugs, of adultery, of lesbianism, of manipulation. When I say manipulation, I'm talking about high level witchcraft, NLP, mental illness, multiple divorces and all that. You name it. It's a lot of sloppiness going on. Part of the reason why I'm just been I've been a part and have dealt with some of the people in these assemblies in the past prior to coming in the Straitway. A matter of fact, my name was actually brought up in it, not in a bad way, just uh, in the past when issues have come up, I've tried to kind of bring some um, light or righteousness to the situation or whatever. And like I said, I don't want to get all into it, but it's a lot of messiness going on, a lot of worldly messiness going on. Um, the um, so like I said, it, the first the first thing one of the first things that I saw or that I see, and this is widespread in the community, is that the scripture comes to mind is allowing women to gad abroad. And what I did the other day is I actually I think pastor had done it, or elder or teacher Shane had did it. Um, they had defined it. So I went back and looked up the definition, and it's the definition is so fitting. Let me pull it up real quick. Give me a sec. So I'm gonna read the definition to you. Let me see if I can find it here. Um, where is that at? All right, let me see. Okay, there it is. All right, so the definition of gad, so allowing women to gad abroad, is to move about restlessly or with little purpose, especially in search of pleasure or amusement. And then it says to wander. Okay. Um, let put put a 100 in there, or put a thumbs up in there in the comments if you were able to hear that, because I clicked off of the stream. I don't know if the stream stop. Let me know if you were able to hear that definition. um that is yeah, let me know if y'all were able to receive that definite. Okay, good. All right. Because I clicked over into my picture thing to read that. That is the definition of gad, letting women gad aboard with no purpose and all that. And y'all, like I said, I've been on the inside of some of these places and really got to met a lot of these people in person. And at the end of the day, and I've said this in the past. Y'all know my main focus on this channel was teaching biblical masculinity to men and biblical femininity to the women. Um, I have, I, you know, if there, anytime there's issues, you, at the center of that issue, you're gonna find a soft man that doesn't have the women in order. And when I say have the women in order, he tolerates disorder or disorderly or disrespectful or unrighteous women that aren't walking in their biblical femininity. You understand what I'm saying? And I've seen this. That because like the where all this drama is going on at, they allow the women to teach. That I watch them bring forth doctrines literally going perfectly against every scripture that tells a woman to be submitted to a man, to be in order. And like I said, my name gets brought up a couple times. Straitway gets brought up, and Pastor Dow gets brought up, and in a kind of subtly negative way. And it's amazing that, and I got a lot to speak on this. It's amazing because it brought back a lot of memories of the confusion going on in this so-called Hebrew Israelite community. So this particular assembly, their whole push is Torah. If you don't know how to speak Torah and read it in its original language, you're not going to have biblical understanding. And that's their big push. And I beg to differ. If you don't live this, you're not going to understand it. If you haven't given all and shared all with your brothers and sisters, you ain't going to understand the book. You, like I say, these rebellious women that are allowed to gad around cannot, they will upset the work in anything. Okay. And like I said, it just is messy. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of smoke over there, so there's fire. You know, I don't got time to waste with it, because all I do is look at the footwork. I look at the fruit. I look at what's being produced. Um, Still, a lot of these places try to have negative things to say about Straitway and how we and what we do over here and everything like that. But look at the fruit. Um, Sister Koya, my Shia, she was just on the phone telling me yesterday she was thinking back to before she had came into truth. She was in a church. She was in church, and she was saying how when they would go on their retreats, they would have to pay a certain amount of money for the shuttle bus in order to go on these retreats 3 or 4 times a year. I don't know how often they go, but she was talking about the number of people and the amount that they would pay. And she was like, and I'm looking at what we did, and if y'all don't know what we've done down here in Straitway, Florida, all the brothers and sisters here in Straitway, Florida, because we go up to Straitway headquarters Straitway, Tennessee, 3 times a year. Plus, we do other travel. So what we did, everybody put their money together. We used some of the money from our business, and we were able to buy 2 shuttle buses. One holds 37 people. The other one holds, I think, about 25 people. And we were able to buy 2 shuttle buses. We got brothers who have their CDLs. We have diesel mechanics. We have people like me. I'm a mechanic. All the other brothers mechanics. They need a little bit of fixing up, but we were able to buy 2 shuttle buses for $18,000, no burden, just brothers and sisters really functioning and serious minded with selflessness, really serious about this word, really serious about the 10 Commandments, not trying to go all deep and be able to, oh, you gotta be able to read the Hebrew and understand the vowel points and all this, but you're running around like I see overt lesbianism. Like I see, let's say it's not lesbianism, but it's definitely a spirit on. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, it's about the basics. It's about the basics. It's basic book. You know what I'm saying? And doing the book work, walking out the book work, getting your spirit right, having your spirit in the correct place it needs to be. Everything else comes simple. Everything else comes easy. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is a breed, like forming a business where you can employ more and more of your brothers and sisters comes easy when people's spirit is right. But when you ain't doing just a simple basic book, and like I said, I've heard teachings coming out of there where women are literally uh, twisting the scripture. They going through all the scripture, and this is multiple assemblies in the fake Hebrew Israelite community. I've watched the women sit there and twist scripture to justify not being in their clear, simple biblical role. When I see that, I already know it's going to be a mess. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Straitway is going straight this way, and everybody else is running around in circles, just like Negroes that know their Hebrews. Literally, just no change, no upgrade. Um, and that brings me to the whole purpose of this video is looking at people's fruit. You will know them by their fruit. All you got to do is look at their people's fruit and you know where they're at spiritually. Um, look at what's coming forth. Okay. Um, you look at Straitway, you look at Pastor Dow, go over there to Pastor Dow's channel, and he just uploaded a video, I think, yesterday. And listen to what he's saying. Not how he's saying it or anything else. Just listen to where he's coming from. He's on that video literally summing up. You can see the difference in what he's talking about and what all these other assemblies is talking about. He's trying to prepare you and keep you safe and looking out for your well-being. And all these other assemblies are trying to uplift themselves and show you how much they know and how much knowledge they got. And then you look at the assembly as a whole, it's these other fake assemblies, and it's full of drama. You look over here and you see people moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I just told you one thing, going on, you know. Um, you could look at what we got going on here at any point, like you see what's going on now. You got the brothers learning how to do a starter repair. All the brothers under this car, you might not be able to see them. There's 3 of them, okay? All under 20. All these brothers, or I'm sorry, not under 20, all under 30, all in their 20s, okay? And you know what these brothers are learning? And I'm just talking about on a technical level. They're learning vehicle repair. They're learning low voltage electrical. They're learning how to lead. They're learning how to be selfless. They're growing spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And they're committed, submitted 100. Go into the women here, the sisters. The sisters are pulling together. One of the sisters here is pregnant. All the other sisters are pulling together around her to help her out, being literal sisters, not in word. Shalom, Cody. And then they'd be like, yeah, that man, bitch. No, indeed, truly giving all. You know what I'm saying? So you see the fruit. You see the fruit. It ain't all that drama over here. But you know what? And going back to the whole purpose of this video, people do not. They've been misled by Christianity, and a lot. What part of the issue is a lot of your assembly leaders are professional Christians. They used to be professional Christians, so they know how to beguile you. And what the reason why I'm doing these videos is to tell you, try to shift what you're looking at, because you're listening to all this bullshit and tap dancing these people do, but you're not looking at their fruit. You're not looking at their footwork. You're not considering how is what they're saying in my best interest. Where is what they're saying going to have me in a couple of years? All they do is selling, wish tickets, hope tickets, you know, uh, motivational feel good lessons. Look how much I know lessons, and because I kept hearing it that, oh, if you can't break down this Hebrew, then what, you don't understand the Bible, and all this crazy shit like that. When the book basic, the Ten Commandments is simple. Loving your brother as you love yourself is basic. That's going to help you get rid of a lot of demonic spirits you got on you and break a lot of curses. Y'all, if that makes sense, y'all put a 100 up, and if y'all understand what I'm saying. Um, but like I said, it's when I was coming in the Straitway, and I got a witness in my spirit that this is Straightway is where Yah is dealing with Straitway. I don't see him dealing with none of these other assemblies out here. I don't. They are literally following right in the exact same vein as Christianity. See more, it's just extra information in there. I see people getting worse. And when I say see people getting worse, leaders, or the figureheads or the people out there, I see them getting worse. I see worse drama. I see people going in the same way, unchanged from the world. I don't see any growth. I don't see any growth spiritually, number one. I don't see a way to grow spiritually listening to these people out here. I don't see any growth in any other areas. Now, I've been in Straightway going on about 2 years now. I've seen spiritual growth. I've seen social growth or spiritual growth in my family and those around me. I've seen economic growth. I've seen um, uh, technical growth and understanding and everything like that. Uh, it's it, in every aspect of my life, I've seen growth. Why? Because I've moved into a true righteous culture. You actually held to a standard here. You know, do people come in Straightway, or are there, is there people coming in Straightway that are contrary, that ain't got their mind right? Yeah, but the difference is we don't coddle that. We don't sit here and you know sweep it under the rug, or look the other way just to keep the numbers up, anything like that. Pass it out. Don't do that. The leadership here don't do that. All right. So here's what Sister Koya just typed in. She said, once we stopped fellowshipping and assembling with those folks, I never looked back. She kept it moving. Okay. And that's just being committed and submitted to what's going on, to being serious minded. And now look, God surrounded me with serious minded brothers and sisters. And like I said, I've been real busy this past week and well, this past month really. Um, and we're making some changes because I actually got a little too busy, but I'm I am definitely going to be documenting what is going on, what we've been doing. Um, uh, you know, I'm a definitely put it out there so you can see it. I'm not just saying this is fruits coming first, but until you got your spirit in the right place, and until things have been showed to you about yourself, and then you have the humility to deal with them, it ain't it's not gonna it ain't gonna happen for you. You ain't gonna see any fruit in any way, shape, or form. And like I said, when I got done, when I came in a Straitway and I stopped dealing with all this other crap out here, and I got a witness in my spirit. I knew Straitway was where I needed to be. I s- uh, People were saying things, people were trying to talk me out of it, and I told them people, I said, time will tell. Time's gonna show who's going the right direction and who's going the wrong. Now, fast forward, I done found out some of the people who were trying to talk me out of coming into here have inquired and reached out to this same ministry, the Straightway. Can't make it up. Yeah, so I just want to put that out there, man. Oh, it's right there. Hey, D. Hey, can you move that TV and get that packing foam down for her? The um yeah, and there's something on top of it. You have to get that down. So yeah, so you know, y'all gotta stop listening to these wizards, man. These everybody everybody talks a good game. And that was one of the major accusations about this particular assembly, um, where all this stuff's going on at. Uh, and I know a lot of y'all seen it because a lot, and and that brings something else to mind. But these people study in NLP, neuro linguistic programming. Basically, what neuro linguistic programming is, um, if you're familiar with that, with Robert Greene's book, and if you're familiar with what's the other book, The Art of Seduction, all them books like that. That's kind of mid, kind of low level neurolinguistic program. It's manipulation. It's Satanism. But that yeah, the packing, that packing stuff there, that foam, yeah. But be careful because that you gotta get that vacuum down. Yeah, you gonna have to move a lot of stuff. Um, but yeah, they were practicing on a high level where you bind somebody to you using all types of tactics to demean them and drugs and all. It's a lot of accusations out there, and if the truth is always somewhere in the middle, it's bad, it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because I always consider both sides, but if it's somewhere in the middle, and like I said, it's you know some of the stuff the people have fessed up to, so it is what it is. Uh, but it's funny because I remember, and this was part of the motivating factor for me, um, uh, coming on here, uh, doing this. Okay, you got, yeah, it's still caught on something. There you go. Yeah, take them in there to Koya. She is packing stuff. See the packing foam or whatever. She got a y'all bought them tinctures up. Them tinctures sold in an hour. Them antiviral tinctures. She sold everything she made in an hour. She got 10 more now. She making more. So anyway, um, but what it brings to mind is there was a sister when I was at Feast of Tabernacles and I was just walking through the field and she was like, Michael Israel, Michael Israel. I was like, hey, shalom. And she was like, I just want to tell you something. She was like, I didn't follow, she had followed me through a bunch of these assemblies to Straitway. So I'm sure if she's watching, she already knows exactly what's going on and what I'm talking about. I don't want to, waste people's time with a bunch of drama, and I don't want to get into the drama. I don't want to get dragged into it and all that. But she's familiar with it. But it's for people like that, man, who see this and consider it. And I'm sure she just watched the videos and said, well, let me test what he's saying, you know. And she tested it, and now she's living and walking in a more righteous direction. And like I said, I'm gonna bring this out. And when I say I'm gonna bring out what I am doing here, what I am seeing. I've got hours and hours, hundreds of hours of content sitting here on my phone that I just haven't had time to get off. Y'all pray for me that y'all give me time and the focus to get it put together so I could put it out here and bless y'all with it. Um, we're not. Yeah, I'm not. You said what? Who are we talking about? What assembly? I'm not putting it out there. I'm not. If you don't know, don't waste your time. If you part of Straightway, you in the right place. For those of you who know exactly who I'm talking about, and y'all still dealing with that assembly or any of those assemblies, question it. I gave y'all the litmus test, the book. You know, um, Yah's whole word shows you his blessings and everything like that through the whole book. Are you experiencing them in your life? Are you still defeated spiritually? Are you still struggling with the same sin? Are you still struggling economically? Are you still struggling with the people you dealing with? You see what I'm saying? You'll see what I'm talking about, man. These assemblies out here ain't gonna do nothing for you. All they're gonna do is get resources from you. At the end of the day, a lot of them that's what they're after: resources and views. Okay. But yeah, I'm not putting all that. I'm done with all that. That's a big waste of time. Y'all know I ain't got time to do a video too much over an hour nowadays. I see people out there doing 8 hour videos, hours and hours. Koya, not only the Koya not really even want to be on videos, she ain't got time. She ain't got time to gad abroad and find amusement. Koya is trying to help Israel. She doing the herb thing. Um, she's helping the sisters in this household. All the sisters work together here, and there just ain't time for the things I see out there in the fake Hebrew Israelite community for all what I see these people out here doing all this time. I see them out there, the women out there wasting and all that. When you see Babylon coming to an end around us, and you got time, and you on there doing all this stuff. So what y'all need to do, man, y'all need to go over there, like I said, and watch that video. Watch Pastor's last video he did on his Pastor Dow YouTube channel. And one of the things he's talking about, he sent me a video um, the other day, and was told me he wanted me to talk about it, tell y'all what I think about it. He got a video 5 years old where he was literally talking about an agenda to vaccinate you and to vaccinate the world and everybody. literally calling this thing out that's going on right now. But he's been in that vein. He's been doing that for 30 years or however long he's been on community, been out there teaching. I've seen videos he done, I think 10 years old on YouTube. Probably longer. So anyway, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna go through y'all's comments, questions, comments, concerns. Okay. So brother Marlon said, "Shalom, shalom to your brother Marlon." Eric said, "Great Awakening assemblies um, are light years behind." Um, Great Awakening assemblies is light years behind. Um, oh, you're asking me. Great Awakening is Great Awakening assemblies light years behind. Um, I I'm not too familiar, but let's go through it. Um, is Great Awakening assemblies living communally? Are y'all coming together and having all things in common, like Acts chapter 2? You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, have y'all sold all? Are y'all coming together on on that level? Are your women in order? Are they quiet and shamefaced women? You know, are you walking this out? Like I say, you okay. I see. So you know that I think Eric, I think you're down there in Orlando, so you would know better, okay? Because look, Straitway is transparent. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I could formulate a checklist, and you send me a link to Great Awakening Assemblies, and we'll come check y'all's fruit, you know. And like I said, Pastor Dow he's put it out there. He said, man, if he finds an assembly doing it better than Straitway, he's gonna submit to them. He's gonna become a part, you know, of that. So he put it out there, you know. Uh, so he came back on. He said, I think they are a few, but there are some who aren't. Okay. So he kind of rectified. Yeah. I guess. Okay. But you send me a link and I'll check them out and I'll come on here and do a report on how many light years behind they are, you know, because I seen some assemblies, they're like the Andromeda galaxy, you know, 150 million light years, you know. Okay. All right. All right. He said, I guess I should be asking, do you think Great Awakening assemblies are an assembly that shouldn't be followed? I'm looking for a good assembly. Um, I, Brother Eric, and I'm glad you formulated your question. Brother Eric, let me say this. What was that? Yeah. Here, give me that. Just set it on that. Okay. All right. Brother Eric, I will say this. Okay. If you go back and you watch my videos, I have documented my journey through the whole Hebrew Israelite community. Um, I've been around or been affiliated with a lot of assemblies. I was searching. And when I even to coming and meeting Straitway and my experience with Straitway over the past 2 years and the changes that have happened over the past 2 years, uh, being with Straitway, being under um, the leadership here, following their example, it's all been documented on video here. Uh, I'm very easy to get in contact with. and literally eliminating anybody's excuse. So to ask, I guess I should be asking, do you think Great Awakening assemblies are an assembly that shouldn't be followed? I'm looking for a good assembly. I think Straitway is the only assembly in in the Hebrew Israelite community to be followed. And I'm saying that by experience. And I've been around the camps. I've been around uh, assemblies on the West Coast and East Coast and all over the place. I've traveled, I've documented on video. I think this is the place right here. Okay. So, it, it- and the book says, it says, try all things, hold fast to that which is true. I test, I'm all about tests. And I'm telling you, people are wasting your time out here, y'all. And we in the fourth quarter now. That is why, look, I wanted to get this van fixed, get on the road, and get on this job I gotta do. But Most High just had this thing on me. Okay. All right. People putting 100 in there. Okay. Um. All right. That was from earlier. All right. All right. Shalom, brother Adam. Shalom. Shalom. Shalom, brother Deck. All right. Let's see. I'm just going through the comment. Shalom, sister Aviz. Shalom to you. All praises. All right, Nita. Sister Cora wanted y'all to know. I'm gonna do another video later, but since a bunch of y'all on, it's this is the tincture that sold out in an hour, but we got more now. It's antiviral respiratory defense. It's for the plague that's going around, and we've been getting the reports in. We got more in yesterday. Is no joke. And like I said, nobody in this house has been getting sick. Now, when they feel something coming on, we give them that. So, householdherbs.com. That's a commercial. Now we're going to get back to our show. All right. She said, hallelujah. Shalom. Let me see if y'all got any questions. Okay. Um, a lot of people just shaloming. Let's see. Shalom. Shalom to you. There we go. Sister V's put a good one in there. She said, you can't really see yourself unless you're surrounded by other like minded doers of the word. That's why y'all got to live around each other. You know what I'm saying? Not just 2 hours on the weekend, you know. Anyone knows, I think, virgin but sexual immorality insight about the question how to get it answered. Any anyone knows? I think virgin but sex. You have to retype that. All right, brother Chris typed in, and Chris, he's one of the brothers here. He said, Michael is the only man I know that can truly be a great leader by being a even greater follower of the word and the leadership. Much change has happened to me because I stayed obedient. And that's brother Chris. He's one of the brothers um, here in the house. As a matter of fact, he's the newest addition to our home assembly here. So we up at 16 people in one little house, and we don't have a bunch of drama here. All right. That's a blessing, having discernment to save her life. Okay. Let me see. All right. Who? Okay. Yeah. Somebody was asking who we're talking about. All right. Somebody says, Shalom, brother. I have to ask, what's your opinion on this Mormon doctrine being introduced to our people? I believe it's agenda, uh, agent agenda, because this awakening is scaring people. I don't get caught up in all that because I'm telling you, all that stuff, all these doctrines and all these people going deep in the word is a distraction because our people ain't doing the basics. The book say, forsake not assembling. The book says, look, in Acts chapter 2, they had all things in common. They combined everything. They put everything together. You know what I'm saying? The book says, love your brother as you love yourself. This is basic stuff. And you don't see anybody doing it out there in the fake Hebrew community. It's so basically fake. The only place you see this happening at is right here in Straitway. Period. That's it. That's why it's so fake. Like people are chasing after knowledge and all this other stuff because they think that is salvation. But actually doing the thing, you know what I'm saying, is what it's about. It's so basic, it's so simple, but it's so contrary to the Babylonian spirit on people. All right. Somebody said blessings, Michael Israel, and all of the Florida Saints. Bro, do you mind sharing your top 5 herbs for a daily overall health regimen? I will. Matter of fact, we're coming out with a full body detox formula. We're just trying to make it super simple. So, um, but that's not the theme of this video. But I'm be doing another herb video here soon. So, uh, you keep an eye out for that, Michael. All right. Let's see. Quarter, we damn near at the second 2 minute warning. He said the fourth quarter. He said we damn near at the 2 minute warning. You're right. All right, shalom, sis. I see. Shalom. I see you up at early. Blessings, brother. Man, this ain't early, man. I've been up for 4 hours already. All right, thank you. All right, so yeah, y'all, there's a lot of silliness going on out there, a lot of misleading stuff. They got this whole now the new thing is this whole Bantu Africanism Hebrew Israelite thing where these people are saying you can't really walk this out unless you got some African breaking it down to you and this ancestry worship thing and all this other stuff. It's a lot, dude. Keep the commandments. It's basic. You're gonna get so much spiritual growth off that. So I'm telling you. So anyway, y'all, that's 40 minutes. That's all I got for y'all. Um, let me see a couple more comments. James chapter 1, verse 22. But be doers. Thank you, Sister Aviz. Be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. And that is perfect because that right there sums up this whole video. Because the people out in the fake Hebrew community and the people that follow that assembly that's out there with all this drama surrounding it are deceiving themselves because they're just hearers. That's the deception, and they're not doing nothing. They're not they're not loving their brothers as they love themselves. They're not giving all, they're not combining all their money and all their resources with their so-called brothers, with their ox and a coatees. You know, they're not having all things in common. You see this garage behind me? Man, this garage is combined. We done merged everything together. This is some of everybody's stuff, some of everybody's tools. We got some of everybody's money, everybody's car. Everybody uses everybody's car if they need it. It don't matter. Everything's combined here. Don't nobody own nothing. They own their funky drawers. You know, that's theirs. You keep that. Don't combine that. But other than that, we don't. Everything's combined. We have all things in common. Why not be with an assembly like that instead of somebody who just does YouTube videos all the time talking and moving their eyebrow and this ooh and all these juicy words and you could feel it emotionally, but you're deceiving your own selves. Shalom, Sister Chrissy. That's Sister Chrissy. She's another part of Straitway. She's another sister in Straitway, Florida. Okay. Um, Brother Martin says, Shalom, my brother. Do you plan on continuing the Straitway Life series? Bless you for your labor of love. Right now, I'm continuing to work. Like we this dead season, I I want there were two things I spoke on. Staying engaged, that means staying in the word. Uh, like we got a lot of brothers here doing some hardcore fast and staying spiritually locked in, staying engaged and staying busy. And I'm telling you, we doing 100% of both of those. The videos, I don't know. I've been meaning. I need to. I am gonna be interviewing Elder Becker here soon. I just got to get time though. You know. Um, I have a desire to fix my computer so I can, do it properly. All right. So yeah, but I am going to be doing some more. I'm gonna be putting together some very professional content here soon. Okay, for y'all, and it's going to be more of footwork. What we're doing here and what's going on out there in the Hebrew Israelite community is going to show y'all. Okay. All right. Let's see. Somebody said appreciate. Yeah, said I appreciate your videos and your interview. Hallelujah. Um, you must be talking about IUIC. Nope, it's not them. No. Like I said, but if you don't know the assembly, you're not gonna you trust me, you won't know what's going on. But you can make a soap opera out of it. Um, I don't know if your Bantu remark was at me, but I don't do the African thing. I just know the Bantu and Negro is basically same thing. Nah, no. I'm not talking about you, Bantu Negro 144. Nah, that is not at you. That what I'm talking about is there's a lot of doctrines, new doctrines coming in, and a better way, I shouldn't have said Bantu. A better way to say it is African ancestry worship. It's a type of witchcraft that's out there. What's his name pushes it a lot. Dr. Umar pushes it. They pray to Sojourner Truth and Marcus God. Like they pray to all these people. Now that's creeping in on our thing now into the Hebrew Israelite. There's a lot. Look, let me tell you what's coming the major thing creeping in to the so-called Hebrew Israelite community is new age is coming in hard into the Hebrew Israelite community. Meditation, chakras, like I said, is new age thought. Uh, um, like jump starting your state. So like if you're feeling down and sad and you got a spirit of depression on you, you do stuff to make yourself feel better instead of getting deliverance and getting them wicked ass spirits. So that is coming in now. Um, a lot of witchcraft, like that witchcraft that I forget the name of that rapper that got killed, and at his funeral, his mother brought in this African witchcraft, like because she mentioned it. All that's coming in now. So y'all, I'm telling you, I'm just trying to wake people up what they need to be focused on. Somebody said that's a wonderful blessing how you all function. It's hard to find that among our people, especially as a single Hebrew woman. Don't want to get caught up in no mess and drama. Sherry, what you need to do is reach out and find a local Straitway assembly around you and link up with them and just go out there and see if what I'm saying is true. That's what you need to do. I mean, we're coming to a time, y'all going to find out real soon. You in sin. You out there alone by yourself, and you not doing what Yah said. He said, as you see the day approaching, he said, forsake not the assembling, as is the manner of some, as you see the day approaching. You see the day approaching. Why are y'all forsaking assembling and coming together as a nation? Not meeting on Saturdays and that's it. Coming together, assembling. Okay, that's real talk. Shalom to you. Shalom. Somebody said I'm in the Tampa area. What part or city of Florida is Straitway, Florida in? We are in Jacksonville, and we have people who commute from Tampa. We have people who commute from Miami. Um, we have people who come from all over, and we have people moving here now. We got like four uh, people now relocating because they got a good witness in their spirit about this assembly. So now they're moving up here to be close to the saints. You see what I'm saying? That's the spirit that we're talking about. Okay. All right. Somebody said I didn't know King. Yeah, it's fine. I got you. I got you. Uh, yeah, brother Umar. Uh, Veneration of the dead, including one's ancestors, is based on love and respect for the deceased. Yeah, that's what they pushing. The real African, uh, look, folks, is crazy in general. All right, good job, said. So, brother Cedric, that's another brother here in Straitway, Florida. He's part of this assembly. He lives here in this house. But brother Cedric is going hard body for Israel. He is up his road time. He's a truck driver. He has his CDL and he's been on the road hardcore um, lately. He's upped his hours to be more of an asset to Israel. That's that sacrifice we talking about. And all the brothers down here have upped um, their work hours and what they're doing in order to move this thing forward. Um, you know, so that's what you got going on. New Age, shaking my head, Jeremiah. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, uh, we will not walk therein. And that's these so-called assemblies out here, y'all. These women in them are rebellious, and the men are feminized. They're very much perfectly aligned with this wicked ass society. That's just 100. You can't all do. We can't all do the assembly. I'm in London. Um, I beg to differ. There are saints in Europe. I want to say in England. There's people on. You know what I'm saying? And you need to pray for Yah to guide your footsteps. Maybe you need to move to America. You know what I'm saying? Eliminate the excuse. You know what I'm saying? Want this like you want to breathe, and you will not be able to come on here and say we can't. That don't exist in my reality. Can't. You know what I'm saying? I have to do a show on that one. Yeah, that dude's name is Nipsey. I was there right. His mother presented that witchcraft at his funeral. Yeah, and black women went into it in droves. And I can't tell you how many women I be seeing out there that I discern it on them that they are witches. Somebody said, "What Straightway's position on fleeing to the wilderness when the abomination of desolation takes over Jerusalem?" Look, when you read biblical prophecy, you know what I'm saying. You know, when you read biblical prophecy, Yah is going to send his angels out to gather his people. Now, what you need to do, JD Israel, is You're on YouTube. Type it in. You can literally type that in. Pastor Dow, Abomination, Desolation, all that. He got plenty of videos. That's what I'm saying. It's really, all right. So, yeah. So that is, you know, that is what you need to check out. But anyway, y'all, that is all I have. I wanted to just get that out there to you, and I want to summarize it again because it's so important. That scripture Sister Aviz put in here sums it up perfectly. Be ye not hearers of the word, or I'm sorry, I'll put it up here again. It says, it's James chapter 1, verse 22. But be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving yourselves. Y'all, all y'all people who follow that fake Hebrew Israelite community, the whole community out there, if the people you listen to ain't doing nothing, they're fake, because you're just hearing them speak on all this knowledge, but you are not doing nothing, and you just like learning. You just like learning. It's you enjoy learning. That's your drug, is learning and getting ever deeper knowledge. But you're not coming together with the saints. You're not preparing as you see the day approaching. And like I said, this drama that's happening in this assembly out there that happened this month and it's been going on, but it came to a head this month, is more confirmation that you're following the wrong people, y'all. Okay? So, anyway, y'all, with that said, I see y'all putting questions in about prophecy, and y'all worrying about prophecy, but y'all not even preparing for the stuff that's obvious right in front of you. Y'all not even doing the basic stuff that the book's saying right now. You're not even coming together with your brother and sister. All right. So anyway, with that said, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up. I appreciate y'all tuning in. That we are pretty much coming up on an hour exact. So, and we got work to do. Trust me. The brothers is waiting on me to car, so I'm getting ready to get off. Appreciate y'all. If y'all do have any questions, comments, concerns, anything y'all want me to do a video on, just put it in the comments or send me an email. With that said, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm Michael Israel, Spiritual Combat, Straitway, Florida, in the building. Straitway. Shalom, shalom.